chemical energy. Now, whenever compounds go under some chemical process, recombination takes place. Some bonds break and some new bonds are formed. The energy is stored in compounds in the form of bonds. Every bond has got some binding energy. So when bonds are formed, energy is released. And when bonds are broken, okay, the energy is consumed. Energy is required to break the bonds. And when bonds are formed, the energy is released. So it is like this. So carbon, when burnt in air, produces carbon dioxide. Carbon, when burnt in air, releases carbon dioxide, and lot of energy is released. Lot of energy is released when carbon burns up. The energy which is in carbon-carbon form, these bonds are broken and new bonds are formed with oxygen and carbon dioxide goes away. Similarly, hydrocarbons, when burned, CH2, when burned with oxygen, this also produces carbon dioxide plus water vapor. So the bonds here broken also releases a lot of energy. So when a chemical process releases energy, such reactions we call exothermic reactions. And when heat is required to carry on a chemical process, we have to supply heat to the process. It is called endothermic reactions. So there are two types of chemical reactions, endothermic reactions and exothermic reactions. So there is a transfer of heat, exchange of heat takes place in these chemical processes. And these are two common examples. We burn carbon as fuel to release a lot of energy. We use these gases, natural gases, which are used in our kitchen and in industry also. So these are commonly used fuel gases.